Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy DC Yankee here with another video. And in this video, I got a special guest in the house today. It's my boy Greg Gulo. What's good, man? Why don't you say hi to the crowd?
What's up, guys? What's up? I'm excited to do these predictions. I'm happy, sports is finally back. I know that we've all been quarantined in our house over this, terrible situation, but, we're just making some football predictions. I know that they got a new playoff format this year, so we
Yeah,
got a few extra playoff teams. So hopefully, our Giants can finally make it, but we'll see what happens.
yeah. Mr. GmanReviews over here. All right, so these are my predictions as you see here on the screen. So, let's start with the NFC. I got Vikings and Packers both going 11 and 5. I got the Vikings winning the division, but I don't really see them going that far. I got Bears at 10 and 6, Lions 3 and 13. I got Saints winning the division 11 and 5. Tampa Bay sneaks into the playoffs at 10 and 6 with Mr. Brady. Atlanta at 7 and 9,
Yeah.
Carolina 5 and 11. As for the NFC East, or should I say the NFC least? Oh man, yeah.
Good in recent years.
I know, yeah, the division's been trash for the recent years. I got the Eagles winning it again. 9 and 7, Cowboys 8 and 8. Giants, unfortunately, I could see them going 6 and 10. First year, new regime, new staff, new players. I got Washington going 3 and 13. As for
Yeah.
the West, I got Niners going 13 and 3. Seahawks go 12 and 4. Rams go 9 and 7. So they barely missed the playoffs, and then Cardinals 4 and 12. Now on the AFC side, this is where it gets interesting. So I got the Ravens at 12 and 4. Yeah, I feel like AFC looking good this year. I got Steelers at 10 and 6, Browns at 9 and 7, Bengals at 4 and 12. I got Tennessee winning the division at 10 and 6, the Texans at 9 and 7, Colts 5 and 11. Excuse me, my bad. And Jacksonville at 2 and 14. As for the AFC East, it's gonna be different. No Tom Brady in New England. You got Cam Newton now. It's gonna be competition between Cam Newton and Jarrett Stidham. I got them going 9 and 7 though. I still think they're gonna be decent.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that they're a solid team. But what's concerning is a lot. I know a lot of players opted out for COVID, so
oh
like you
yeah, I
gotta
forgot about that.
that's the thing. Like I think Dante Hightower's out. I think their starting right tackle's out. Like a lot of players
Hmm.
are opted out. Like they're the team that opted out the most. Like players like there's a whole list
Yeah,
of them. I think that's probably my biggest concern for them. Like some like
yeah,
Patrick
sheesh.
Mahomes too. Like some of those players were major pieces to when they won the Super Bowl. So
Yeah,
I think that's a big. I think that's going to be a big concern for them.
yeah,
But Bill Belichick, he's Bill Belichick, and Cam Newton. I think if he's the guy to bring him back, I think it'd be Bill Belichick.
yeah. He's always got a trick up his sleeve.
Oh,
Bill Belichick.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Dolphins, I can see him doing. Maybe one more win than last year. I see him at 6 and 10. Jets, I see him at 4 and 12. Um, as for the West, I got the Chiefs winning again, 12 and 4. Raiders go 9 and 7. Chargers go 8 and 8, and then the Broncos go 4 and 12. And as you see, you already saw my playoff bracket. Got the Texans beating the Bills again. Bills always get bad luck in the playoffs. And I see the Chiefs going all the way to the AFC Championship. I see the Titans beating the Steelers, and then they're gonna face the Chiefs again. Um, I got Saints beating the Packers in the first round. Then Seahawks beat the Eagles, and then Bucks beat the Vikings. Um, for my AFC and NFC Championship games, I got Ravens versus Chiefs, Saints versus Niners, but I see Ravens versus Saints, and I got the Ravens winning it all. So those are my predictions. Let me know what y'all think.
Well, I think there's some. I think like the Ravens winning the Super Bowl. I could definitely see that.
Mm,
However, there are some teams I think you're a little too harsh on. There's some teams I think you're a little too high on. Like the Denver Broncos. That's a team I think that can sneak into the playoffs because like Drew
yeah,
Lock did a really good job last year when he took over. They got Cortland Sutton. I think is going to have another really good year, and they also got Jerry Jeudy out of the draft. So with that being said, I think their offense can be really, really potent, and they still got Von Miller, and their
yeah,
defense can be solid. I think that the Broncos can be really good. Um, I think for the Patriots, I had them doing a little worse because of the COVID opting out, like all the players opting out for
I can see that.
COVID.
Yeah, I can see that.
Also, I think the NFC West is going to be a dogfight between the Seahawks and the Niners, but I picked the Seahawks winning. I think that the Niners had lost a few pieces on defense, but the Seahawks also they acquired Jamal Adams, which I think the Jets.
Yeah.
I think the Jets like overall won the trade, but for 2020, I think that
You gotta go with Jamal Adams going to the Seahawks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it helps them out way more. But and also Chicago, I think that I have them going a little low, but because I predicted them by the game. But I think like I have them going 1-15, which I don't think they are going to go 1-15. I think they'll win a few games, but like I can't like Mitch Trubisky was terrible last year, and
Yeah, he was. He really was.
like, and the NFC is really difficult. You have some really like powerhouses there, and I can't see them competing. I can't see especially their division. You got the Packers and the Vikings. I can't, and also in an NFC where you got, Brady's on the Bucks now, and you got Seahawks and the Niners duking it out. One of those teams going to get the wild card. I can't see the Bears like sneaking in, even with the extra team.
Yeah, I still think they got a good defense, the Bears, but the thing with the Bears is that Trubisky was definitely awful last year, but they also still got a good defense,
Yeah, the defense I think they win. Like if their defense was terrible, they would go like 1-15, 2-14, but it's just because they had I think the defense can like steal a few games for them. Like when they play like Detroit, like the like teams like that and like Atlanta, they can win a few games like going up teams of that caliber. Also, I have the Cowboys winning the division. I just think that I think the Cowboys have just an overall better team. I know that Philly won the division last year with basically like a practice squad on offense.
They did.
Yeah, they did. They did not pretty much. They actually did. However, I just think that Dallas is just the overall like better team.
Yeah.
Although I think that's the most overrated player in football, I think he could be solid. And they also got CeeDee Lamb as well, so he's very, very quick and speedy wide receiver. So I think that Dallas is going to win. But I think that just like the whole NFC East is just like it can go either way. Honestly, it's just I feel like the Giants like. I don't think they're going to make it, but like their division is so bad that even they have a shot at it. Like every team, in my opinion, has a shot at the division other than Washington.
That's true. That is very true,
The division's been so bad. I
really
can't.
is.
Yeah. I can't believe how bad the NFC East has been. So, all right. So this is just like week 17. I picked the final day, the week of the season. So I have the Ravens going 15-1. They didn't really lose anybody, and I think Lamar Jackson, other than Patrick Mahomes, is the best quarterback in football. I think he had an outstanding year last year. Although one of my concerns is like you got like these QBs that are very quick, and like the Michael Vick, the Cam Newtons, they don't really last that long because they get beat up. But I think Lamar Jackson has another really awesome season, and I think
I agree.
I think the Ravens win that division. I think the Steelers, last year they had QB problems. I think Big Ben coming back. I think he has another good season under his belt. However, I think their defense is very solid. The Minka Fitzpatrick trade was just awesome last year. It was an excellent trade. And Minka Fitzpatrick's an outstanding player. And, they got TJ Watt. They got a bunch. Their defense is really, really good. So I think that's going to go to the playoffs. I got the Browns going 9-7. Now the Browns, they had a very disappointing year last year. I enjoyed.
They really did.
I enjoyed it a little bit because they were making fun of the Giants who were
rebuilding. Yeah, they were.
Which I don't know why, and they
kept talking smack about the Giants all of last summer. And I remember I saw like
conference. Like it makes no sense. We play them every 4 years.
I know, right?
it made no sense. But I think that they have the talent to make the playoffs, and with the extra team, I think they can squeeze. They can sneak in there. You know, you
Yep.
got OBJ, Baker Mayfield. I know they got Jake Conklin, the guy from Tennessee. In
Mhm.
free agency. Also, they got Austin Hooper, who's a very solid tight end. So you got David Njoku, is not traded as of now.
Yeah.
And Austin Hooper, that's a really good dynamic tight end. And their defense is solid. They're good enough to get by. You know, you have Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward. So I think the Browns could sneak in.
Mhm.
I think the Titans, they had a little bit of quarterback controversy in the beginning of the year. Then
They
Ryan
did,
Tannehill.
yeah.
I
Tannehill turned that team around.
I think that they win the division. You know, Derrick Henry, we saw what we could do in the playoffs.
That guy was a
I
tank,
think,
man. He's hard to tackle.
oh yeah, I think they demolished the division. I think
They did, yeah.
the Colts, ever since, you know, they were a good team until Andrew Luck left. The quarterback, I can't see. Philip Rivers wasn't good last year. I'm sorry. He wasn't a
Yeah.
good quarterback. It's unfortunate because he's been so good throughout his career.
He has. He really has.
You know,
It's just
he's
unfortunate.
washed. It's crazy. So I think that the Colts, though, they have, you know, Darius Leonard and Quentin Nelson. Those are really, like, I know, like, the O-line's solid and their defense is good, but I think the Titans are going to wreck the division. I think to the AFC East, I think the Bills win this division. I think they're the best overall team in the division.
They are. They really are. They're a really good team.
I think Miami goes 7-9. I think that they're getting there. I like Brian Flores a lot.
Yeah, he's a really good coach. He really he pushed them to play hard.
They went 5-11 with like a horrible team. So
they
I
had the
think
least talented roster in football last year, and they still went 5-11.
So I like Devontae Parker. I think they could get a few more wins than last year because they're a little bit better, but I think they have still a ways to go.
Mm.
And with the Patriots, I've got them going 5-11, and that's because the AFC this year, in my opinion, is going to be very, very tough, as you can see.
Yeah, it's going to be loaded.
And with Bill Belichick is still, I think, he's the best coach in NFL history.
He is, yeah.
Still the excellent coach. I think Cam Newton's going to have a good season. However, I just think that the AFC is going to be really tough this year.
Mm-hmm.
And two, with all the
a lot of players
opting
opted out. Yep, because of COVID. Yeah.
I think that, you know, they're missing a lot of their core pieces that has helped them win in the past. Like Dante Hightower and Patrick Chung, people don't realize how much they've helped them. Like,
yeah, they helped them a lot.
Playoffs. Like the game
they're
against
really
the
solid
Rams,
players.
When they beat the Rams in Super Bowl 53, their defense carried the team. They only let up 3 points. So,
yep, they did.
You know, so I think that they go 5-11. I got the Jets going 1-15. I think Jamal Adams traded. Also, C.J. Mosley opted out, so those are like their two.
Yeah, I actually saw that.
They have no one on defense, and I feel bad for Sam Darnold because, like, I feel like he's never given a chance.
Exactly.
Like Mono last year, just a terrible team. They also lost Robbie Anderson. Like they lost their best players, and one opted out. So like I just can't see the Jets winning anything this year. Now finally for the AFC West, I got Kansas City winning division. I think, you know, they didn't really lose anybody off that Super Bowl team. Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in football. Travis Kelce is a beast. They still, you know, what else can I really say about the Chiefs? Now the Broncos, like I said, I'm very, very high on because of Drew Lock. I like Drew Lock.
I think he'd be solid.
I like Cortland Sutton, and I also like Jerry Jeudy. And I think they have a solid defense going to the playoffs. And that's it from the AFC. Now, this is where the controversy comes in a little bit. Now, the NFC North, they got the Vikings and the Packers kind of tying each other for it because I think they're kind of in the same ranking as the kind of like the same level team. Lions again. The Lions are just the Lions. I think.
Yeah.
NFC and the Bears. Like I said, I think they go more than 1-15 because I went off the game, so I just went off the best overall team. I think their defense really steals a few games. I think they go 4-12 in my opinion, or like 5 somewhere in that category. Not really 1-15. But I think, Mitch Trubisky, I don't think he's the answer. Nick
He
Foles.
really isn't. Yeah.
I don't, I can't see Chicago really going anywhere this year. The Saints, I think the Saints go like 14-2, like 13-3, not 15-1. Once again, went off the schedule. I think they're the best team in the NFC, in my opinion. The Bucks,
Yep.
they don't go 13-3. I think they go like 11-5, like 12-4, 10-6 in that area. But I think
can see that too. Yeah.
Environment. I think that the team's really overhyped, but
Yeah.
I do think that they're still a good team.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now for the NFC East, controversial. I got the Cowboys winning the division. Like I said before, I think they're the best overall team in the division. However, I think the Giants, Eagles, and Cowboys all have, as you can see, all have a chance for the division. Now for the Giants, I finally give them a win over Philly, not at home. At home, I think they sweep the series against the Redskins. I think they and I also think they get a win against Dallas and Philly. I think they split it. But I just think the Giants aren't there yet, but they're better than last year.
Yeah, they
and
are.
If they again, I don't think they go 8-8. I think they go like 6-10. But just once again by the games. But I think that they're gonna be an exciting team. I think the Eagles. Hopefully Carson Wentz doesn't get hurt again, but you can't trust the guy. He's a walking calamity. But
yeah, he's a really good QB. Like he's really good, but the problem is like he gets injured a lot.
So yeah, it's so unfortunate. He's so talented too. Like
he really
so
is.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like 2017, like look at the year he had. And
he would have won MVP that year.
Yeah, without question, he would have won MVP.
Yeah.
So the NFC West, this is going to be a dogfight between the Seahawks and Niners. I have the Seahawks winning the division. Actually, take that back. I think the Seahawks are the best team in the NFC. They got Jamal Adams. They have Russell Wilson at QB. Their only concern is the O-line. But
yeah, there's offensive line's always been a concern for the Seahawks, man. It's like Wilson's running for his life every year, and he's still a good QB.
The defense is going to be really, really good now with the addition of Jamal Adams. I think the Saints, I think Drew Brees is gonna show his age a little bit this year. I know the Saints are a really good team, but you see all these QBs that are in their 40s, they're going to show their age eventually. They're not invincible.
For real.
I think that this is the year where I think the quarterback conversation is going to start to come up in New Orleans.
Yep.
Also, I think. I don't know how that's been settled, but the whole kneeling for the anthem thing and the comments that Drew Brees made, I don't know if that's going to cause locker room friction because I know
I don't think
of players
it would.
Thomas and Jenkins all opposed to that. I think they settled it. It could. It's a very. I don't think it is, but it could. However, I just think the Seahawks are a better overall team. I think the Niners they lost a few pieces on defense. However, I still think they're a really awesome team. They're really, really good. I think the Cardinals have a solid year. They got Isaiah Thomas. They got DeAndre Hopkins in that trade. I think Kyler Murray's a really solid QB, but I still think they have a lot of work to do. I think
they do.
The Rams, they lost a lot of players last year. They lost Todd Gurley. They lost Jalen. No, they got Jalen Ramsey.
They still Jalen Ramsey, yeah.
But they gave up a king's ransom for him. All of their first round picks. I don't think that it does not look right in LA. For my bracket, I have the Seahawks winning it all. We'll get to that in a sec. I have the Bills and the Broncos. I got the Bills finally winning. I think they're the better overall team. I have the Bills finally winning a playoff game for the first time since the 1990s. My Browns, Ravens. Ravens are going to win. Titans, Steelers. I think the Titans just better. They're going to pound Steelers defense. Seahawks. Packers, I think Seahawks have home field advantage. Now, Vikings and Bucks, I think Vikings home field advantage. Now, the Cowboys and Niners, Cowboys, since they won the division, home field advantage, but I think the Niners are a better overall team. Now, Saints, Niners, I got the Saints winning. Vikings, Seahawks winning, home field advantage. Ravens, Titans, Ravens winning. And Chiefs, Bills, Chiefs are also going to win. Now, Chiefs versus the Ravens. The Chiefs are at Arrowhead. It's going to be loud.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a very game, but I think the Chiefs are going to squeak it out from the Ravens. It can go either way, though. I just think that with Mahomes, and with seeing how the Ravens kind of played against Tennessee last year, I think the same thing
Yeah.
can kind of creep in. So I think the Seahawks Saints, I think the Seahawks win. Once again, going to be a very, very competitive game, but I think the Seahawks are going to pull it out. Now, the Chiefs versus the Seahawks, I think this is the Seattle's year. I think this is Russell Wilson's time to show that he is one of the best QBs in football, and I think that they can squeak out a win from the Chiefs, and I think the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. So that's my NFL predictions for 2020. So what do you think?
It's good, man. It's good. You know, he pretty much had like similar predictions that I have. You know, some teams we were off on, but yeah, you know, it's looking good. You know, I can see Seattle going all the way. You know, like that'd be a fun matchup to watch between Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes.
That'd be so
fun.
It can go either way. It can go either way, definitely.
Yeah.
It's gonna, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if even Baltimore makes it. There's a lot of good teams this year.
Yeah, I know Baltimore is looking really good. It's just unfortunate what happened to them last year because they ran into Derrick Henry, you know, and yeah, and Tannehill, he turned the Titans around when they had like that QB controversy, you know, and yeah. And the Bills, I could see them doing well too. They're a really talented team. They're a really good team.
You know, the Bills, like, it's so sick because like the Bills are like one of those teams, like they're like the Mets. It's like, oh, like the Mets are just the Mets and like the Bills are just the Bills, but like they have a lot of skill. So like there's certain teams in sports like get in their own ways, and like the Bills are kind of one of those. They have that reputation, like.
Yep.
But I think that they're just too talented of a group to not win a playoff game this year. Like they just one playoff game, playoff game to it. I think they could pull it off.
They should have won that game last year against Houston, man. Oh my God, I don't know how you blow that game.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think Deshaun Watson just carried that team.
He did, yeah.
They really carried. He just carried the team, and I think, you know, Buffalo. I think they're going to come back strong. But I think they're going to win to Kansas City, and Kansas City is just going to, you know, I think they're going to beat them. I don't think, you know, anyone's really beating Kansas City this year, maybe except for like Baltimore and even Tennessee and Buffalo. I think those are the teams that have a chance to beat them. But as long as they got number 15 at QB, they're a threat.
That's crazy, man. Like I remember the Chiefs, like they had like a low salary cap, and yet they've been re-signing players like nothing. I'm like, what? Did they shut salary cap off of Madden or something? Like, jeez.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. That's what the Chiefs have built up over the years. Mahomes. I mean, I know the Giants. I think McAdoo was actually trying to get Mahomes, and
he was.
He tried trading up, but they were like you're crazy. Like, you know, we don't need that right now. And you know, I love Danny Dimes. He's my favorite player on the Giants right now. But like, you know,
we could have used Mahomes right now. Yeah,
we could kind of use it. It can quicken up the turnaround. But I think that. Yeah, I think we agree on pretty much everything. So, yeah, that's my predictions for this NFL season.
All right, guys. So, we're going to wrap this up. So, let me know in the comments below, whose predictions do you like better? Do you like my predictions better, or do you like Greg's predictions better? Or should I say Mr. GmanReviews predictions better? So, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Any last words before I wrap up?
No, I had a lot of fun doing this. I'm praying to God that, you know, the NFL season doesn't get canceled because it's
same.
But because, you know, we need football, obviously, to get away from all, you know, everything that's going on in the world recently.
I agree.
But, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what we'll deal with whatever life brings us. But, yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. And
same here, man.
Watching this, we're going to have Diego on my channel soon. Be on the lookout for that. I don't know what we're going to do. But we're going to be doing something. Just be on the lookout for that on GmanReviews. So thank you for having me on your YouTube channel.
Of course, really man.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments whose predictions you like better. And let me know if you guys want to see more of this. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. And I'll catch you on his channel. So take care.
Peace out, guys. Fun.